Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. I am Aunt.
And I am Andrew.
And you know what the name of this episode was of Southern Charm?
What?
In Vino Veritas. You know what that means?
No.
In wine, there is truth.
I love
yes.
Madison LaCroix is like truly one of the biggest stars on television. She is so good. If you really just listen to her one-liners,
she needs to move to a city and be a housewife because she's almost lost on this city. Where do you think she could move?
I think that she is filling.
I mean, her talents aren't being utilized. Oh, for Pat. We didn't see Pat this episode.
Pat was in her bedroom.
She was in her room.
Whitney?
We did see Pat. I'm sorry. I take that back. We did. She was pulling out her Oscar de la Rentas and saying it needed to be altered.
Oh, yes. But I will tell you this.
What?
The difference between Whitney's confessional and the reality that we saw on TV with Austen was two separate people.
What do you mean?
One was put together, that a little skinnier jawline, better line up with their beard. Less, skin was one tone. It wasn't blotchy with red and this. And like, he literally looked like just a bum, like when he was in his house. Not right away, but by the end, he was so
he was trashed. He was trashed.
And Austen was too. And
Austen was a little bit too.
Go to the party.
I was kind of disappointed he didn't go to the party, and I thought that admitted guilt.
Totally.
Yeah, totally. It admitted guilt.
What constitutes hooking up?
Yeah, what? I don't know. What constitutes hooking up?
They made out.
Is that hooking up? If I say I hook up,
I don't really care, nor do I know, because I don't do I just don't care. Like
but if somebody said I hooked up with so and so, what would that mean? Anything.
It
could mean anything, right? It could mean you kissed.
It was my best friend and my ex making out is hooking up.
Okay. All right.
Now, if you're trying to tell me you got
the definition of hooking up.
Now, if I'm with one of my bros working out and he's like, I hooked up with this chick at the club,
then they had sex.
What do you mean? I'd be like, you took her home after? And if he's like, no, I kissed her at the club, I'd be like, that's not hooking up.
Oh, okay. You see, I don't know what hooking up.
If it was where like my friend shouldn't be going anywhere near my ex of 2.5 years.
Yeah.
A kiss more than a friend kiss.
Yeah, more than
yes. Yeah. Or even a kiss on the lips is fine. That's weird. Some people do that. I don't. But like no tongue, no open mouth, like nothing. Like that's it.
It's always surprising when somebody comes at you, because I try not to kiss anyone on lips.
Is there any housewife franchises where they kiss each other a lot on the cheeks? Do you not like that?
I'm not even crazy about the double. I've told you that.
Who does that you don't like?
New York.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Do you
New York? I don't like New York necessarily.
I hate him.
I think it's a little bit too much, but I want to say there are people in life that deliberately go in for the kill. And I've had some people do that.
Okay.
And one used to be your neighbor across the street.
Oh,
yeah. He still is for it. Yeah,
sure.
You never know. You know who I'm talking about. And you just never know which.
And never
know which sketchy man is going to try to sneak one in. I'm just going to say that.
I don't think there are listeners.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not going to give.
We're not
names.
Talking about Beanie Babies.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I thought it was bad form. Once again, Bravo is they're editing their too much of the same thing for a show. Like when the ladies went to the Trixie Hotel and people were away, and then New York was in Anguilla and they were boring as AF.
Okay,
right?
but wait, what are you talking? What's your point?
I'm talking about that Lisa Barlow's party was so fab.
Okay,
and
but what about Southern Charm?
Boring Taylor and her ice luge. No, this was the second ice luge I saw this week. That's all I'm saying. And Lisa Barlow's was better than.
Okay, but Lisa
Taylor's.
Barlow has a $50,000 ring, and Taylor.
I know that. I'm just saying I didn't need to see another ice luge this week. I just didn't need to see another ice luge. That's
but here was what I'm telling you. Lisa Barlow owns a tequila company.
No, I know. And this one's selling salsa.
The promo for the seltzer company. Okay.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I'm
As
just
Kim
saying
D would
that.
say, I play with the big boys. Okay.
Yeah. Lisa's party was greater than Taylor's, is what I'm saying. It's like
It should
Trixie's
be.
motel was greater than Anguilla. I'm saying it would be better if we had the parties a week or two apart, so I wouldn't compare them the same week.
You shouldn't be comparing Southern Charm to Housewives, period.
Well, I don't see ice luges every day, and I saw 2 this week, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Taylor
Well,
is so boring. You want to talk about boring? Taylor is boring. I have no idea why they're all fighting over her at all. Is it just because she plays the Bambi damsel in distress, like she needs to be rescued? What is it? Tell me. I don't know. I need a man to tell me what's the appeal.
I think it's the fact that I think Shep told us all exactly what we needed to say or to hear. You knew everything about him, Taylor. You knew we used to make fun of him. We used to, like, when she was talking about Austen. So my
why
point
are
is,
they all fighting over her?
because she's a dumb blonde that's pretty
dumb blonde. That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That must be it. Okay. All right. Because I just wanted to know from a male perspective, because I don't get it. I think she couldn't be any more boring compared to Madison. Oh,
but Madison is a special breed.
Oh, she's everything.
But what I'm saying is like Taylor's not doing anything wrong. Taylor's just existing and is not meant for television.
No,
Raquel.
No, she's just there. She is. No, she's Southern Charm's Raquel. Yeah, without a doubt. Getting caught up with the boys and she can't play. Oh,
totally.
Speaking of Raquel, did you see who the Masked Singer was this week?
Oh, I saw.
It was Tommy. It was good old Tommy Sandoval.
You know who Lala had on her podcast this week? I got to listen to it. Bryn.
No. Bryn?
From New York.
Oh.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
In person together.
I know I shouldn't be talking about Dancing with the Stars, but Ariana was pretty good this week. And Mauricio was just dreadful. He completely got lost in the middle.
Probably because he's banging his dance partner.
You think so? Because she's getting a divorce now from Sasha. They used to be married and now they got divorced. Yeah, Sasha and whatever her name is, they're divorced.
Ooh.
I know. There's a lot of drama on Dancing with the Stars. There always has been. It's so much better without Tyra Banks. I just want to say that she was a horrible fit.
She's horrible. She's been a horrible judge on everything. Sorry.
Yeah, she's not.
Except
good.
America's Next Top Model. Like, I mean, but that was her. Should have stayed there.
Yeah, we need to get Madison as she is a housewife now, and
I think she's becoming Pat.
Oh well, she's fine as Pat because I'm going to tell you, she is reality gold. She's beautiful.
Did Pat used to do the narration?
No, Cameron used to.
Okay, well,
Cameron, it was the other blonde that was the realtor, was married to the doctor and had a baby.
Madison's good at it, and I think it kind of gives her this mother vibe.
Oh, I love Madison because she's starting to like Benita more,
Leva more. I like them.
Well, Leva, I got Leva today. They all look stupid with the only one that didn't look stupid was Craig. I thought he rocked it. I thought Craig. I loved he came in with that coat, and I love how he said it's cheap. My t-shirt costs more. I thought that was so good. I loved what he wore. Huh?
Craig's cool.
Everything about Craig. He
and Paige together. I think they're going to get a spinoff. They're like a good couple.
Yeah, because they both got this same sort of tell it like it is without being too dramatic. And they're both smart. They're both smart. Yeah. I like Craig. Craig is, I was just looking at his pillows while
I'm going to buy some.
While I was waiting to talk to you, and he looks good in every shot.
Oh yeah, he's so handsome.
Oh, he's so handsome, Craig. He really, really is. He's so good. His outfit, the way he came in, nobody else can come in like that. But you know what I thought was funny when Taylor was talking to Shep, and first of all, it was funny when Shep went over and he ordered a tequila and a Stella, But
I want to know why when Taylor goes,
problem with you is that you don't have. I know why are you drinking that. He goes, somebody gave it to me. Yeah, no, he ordered it at the bar.
I would have said if I was him in that moment after finding out what she did in the conversation she had with Austen,
because your salsa sucks.
I would have looked at her and said, Taylor, I don't need to have your seltzer filming this stupid show. Okay, everyone sees your seltzer. Everyone.
I would have loved that. That would have been.
No one gives a shit.
So good. I would have loved it.
I would have too, because it would have been real.
Mm-hmm. I would have loved it.
I bet her boss was happy because she definitely is just a promotional girl, and she didn't even know she was doing this. but that was a good move for her job to do that on camera.
Yeah.
Not hold the party. Call Shep out for not drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
but she didn't
she
do it
was
for
good
business.
at that moment. She was good at that moment. It was just
she didn't do it on purpose for television. She did it because she was like, why aren't you drinking my seltzer?
Yes, that's exactly why. Exactly why. But my favorite part of the whole episode is when I loved when Craig said, I'll wait if you're coming, but I won't if you're not. And it was good. I'll give you 10 minutes.
And then they negotiated 5 minutes.
5. And Shep came, and I think that was all planned, that they were all going to go there and leave the party. Yeah,
I think
it was.
What was planned was that Craig was going to bring Shep, and I think that Madison grabbed the phone.
Yeah.
And that's why Madison went.
Yeah, because she kind of got wind of it, and she wanted to be there because she
loves it.
Be there because she can be there.
And Vanita didn't get an invite.
One. No.
Vanita did not, and Vanita wanted to go.
Mm-hmm. And they said no. They didn't want her there because, see, she's a single woman. It would change the dynamics of the whole party, and it was so good.
Whitney's single.
No. None of these people are going to have a relationship with Madison. Those 4 men. Madison is not available.
Well,
so
she's
they
dated
know
half
that. Yeah, but no, she only dated Austen.
Okay.
She didn't date the others.
No.
She didn't. But what I'm saying is, you bring a married woman in, it's one thing. When you bring a single woman in, then the dynamics change.
Yes, you're right.
All right. So that's why Vanita, you stay away. And you know what else? Vanita was only trying to get on the bandwagon. She's not even
I think Vanita's redeeming herself this season compared to last year.
Yeah, but she's not a major character in the show. If you never saw her another episode, you wouldn't notice. Just like you wouldn't notice if JT wasn't there, if Rodney wasn't there, if Rodrigo.
You've seen them for 2 minutes.
Oliver. All I'm saying is,
don't put JT, Rod, and Rodrigo in the same category as Taylor and Olivia. These guys have been on the show for 3 weeks. They've been on for 3 years. No, I get that.
But when Whitney says, oh, Madison can come, Vanita, no, you can't. What he's saying is, this show is Shep, Austen, Craig, and Madison.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's saying he wants the stars of his show because he produces it. If you don't know that, Whitney produces this show. No,
I don't know if it's the stars per se. He wanted the people he trusted to come over.
No,
his mother
wanted the main characters to come over. And
or the ones that Patricia lets in her house at 10:30. Well,
that could be too. I don't know. Patricia might not have even been there. She might have been in the south of France for all we know. He could have said she's in a room. We wouldn't know.
I want to know, and I'm calling you out. I want to know where all the woke people, not you, but all the woke people out there. I want to know why you are not canceling JT for his masculine getaway or his very masculine hotel he created. Why don't you guys attack him for saying that on TV? I want to know why.
Well, I didn't see anything wrong with this place. I thought it was really nice.
Oh no, I did too. I thought it was normal. Yeah, I want to know why.
He's going to the character of Charleston. If you haven't been to Charleston, it's a very sort of
I want to know why white men especially, don't get attacked. Because if a woman said that about this, that, they go after her. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't notice it. I just think, having been to Charleston recently, it's a very masculine town in its history.
I don't even know what that means. Like, I just don't even know what someone means when a town is masculine or a hotel is masculine.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to say, they have these big stepping stones outside all of the old homes that were like the 1800s. And they're big stepping stones. Like, they're big granite boulders that are square, that are in front of people's homes.
Okay.
And you go on the tour of the city and you're like, what are those for? Well, that is where the gentleman would come out and he would hold the lady's hand for her to step up to get into the stagecoach. Okay. And to get in the wagon.
Does that make it a masculine step?
No, but it's just that they have these different I don't want to say they have these.
Why doesn't he say it's very southern and very southern gentleman? Like we created.
No, because not every town, having been to a lot of different towns in the South, Charleston is very old South masculine, like
I don't get it.
Admirals. It's a shipping town. There were a lot of sea captains.
I don't get it.
It's very formal. It's like it's different than other towns, I think.
Doesn't make
it's
sense.
Just me. I know, but I find it a masculine town, and they had a lot of like masculine looking places as opposed to like frilly places. I mean, there was no Trixie Motel in Charleston. How's that?
Did you like that they got nice food from Leon's?
Yeah, I liked Leon's. I wanted to go, but boy, did you see Craig? He just came in. He was starving. He was just sucking it all down. They all had a few drinks in them. The only one who wasn't. Did Madison eat? Were they all that hungry?
Probably not.
I know, and I love when she said she was getting in the back because she had a bodysuit on. I thought that was the best line of the night. Oh, Catwoman. Yeah. That's what she said. I love the show too. I do, but too. I'll tell you, I'm just as happy when it's just Craig, Austen, Madison, Whitney, and Leva wasn't too bad. I like when she came and said, maybe you two shouldn't handle this. Now, and you should handle this a different place. So tell me, I'm going to make an observation that any of these parties that the lower cast, I hate to call them lower cast, but the secondary characters have, they all get excited like when the main stars come.
Okay.
They do. Even with the housewives and stuff, and you watch these different shows. It's like they want, it's like it was a big deal for her that Shep and Madison and Craig came because they're like stars of this show. Because Austen wasn't coming, Whitney didn't come. She was like so happy that she
not like on the show.
Well, then why have we seen him almost every episode?
Because he does things on his own, but he's not.
He's not in the mix
because of Pat and because he's the exec producer. But
so he inserts himself.
I don't know. You think these secondary characters? Olivia dated Austen. Taylor dated Shep.
I get that.
Secondary characters.
Yeah, they are second. They are to me. Like they could be gone next season. You'd say, who was that?
But what I'm trying to tell you is I don't think that
But if Austen was gone, you'd say, oh my God, Austen's gone.
I think it depends on the gender. I'm going to say this. I think Taylor gets excited when Madison shows up, Leva shows up, Vanita shows up, because those are the women that have been on the show for a while.
Maybe. It's just following. To get the following. But
see how JT reacts when Shep, Austen, and Craig all come. I think that it's more and I don't even know if you'll see it as much with the men, but I get what you're saying about how I think it's also just really probably more Madison. I think that if you really watched it with the other women, it's not as much, but when Madison shows up for you, I think they're like, oh, good, Madison's here.
Yeah, no, I think there is a level of there is a hierarchy in these shows.
I guess, yeah.
There is a hierarchy. I mean, there just is. I
know it's the show. It's the Teresa show. It's the Teresa show.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There is a hierarchy, and in this show, it's not a
hierarchy. There is a pecking order. Okay.
In this show, there's a hierarchy,
Remember?
And the hierarchy is Austen, Whitney, Austen, Shep, and Craig. They are the stars of this show, period. And that's what maybe is making the show more masculine, is that we really have three men, and there's no other show on Bravo that have three men who are the stars. Okay, except for
Austin's
Captain
not masculine. Lee. He's like a
I didn't say he's masculine. I say the fact that the leads and the main characters are men.
Okay, but I don't want to talk about if there's other shows that are masculine. We don't need to sit on this.
No, I'm just saying that's what makes this show unique.
I think it's accents. I think it's there's things that you pull out. And I think the one thing you are on is that when it comes to who has been on here from the beginning, there are far more men than women.
The men have always been the main characters in the show.
Yeah, but Catherine was for a very long time.
Catherine was, but Catherine fell into it.
So
she
was
wasn't
Madison.
Supposed to be a star. She wasn't supposed to be the star of the show until she hooked up with Thomas Ravenel and got knocked up twice.
Didn't they get married?
They got married. No, they never got married.
Oh, they didn't?
No, they never got married. No, never. No, that's been the problem. He never married her. Yeah.
Well, I think that there's a lot going on in this show. And I also think that there's going to be I think that, I don't know.
Do you agree with Shep and all the rest of the cast, except for Austen and Taylor, that the idea that they talk to their siblings about if they should hook up showed that this was a step they were ready to take?
I don't even want to say it would just be siblings. Like, I'm saying, like, if you talk to your sibling or one of your really closest friends,
Yeah, that
that
you're thinking of
escalates it.
going out with Taylor, and then that already shows you in your mind you've contemplated it.
That escalates it. Yes, it's more
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree with that, and I think he should just move on. I told you. I mean, how much do you think this is driven by storyline? Because I do to a degree.
No, I think Austen is obsessed with Bravo. He's obsessed with being on reality TV. He knows how this works. He's lazy. He just wants to go as close to getting something as quickly as he can. He knows that relationship sells. He's not that smart at all.
Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting.
He's a groupie. He's like, oh, he wants to just be in the game all the time. He's like Lindsay Hubbard. They're gonna end up together from Summer House. Lindsay and
Oh,
Austin.
You think so?
They have, yes, and they kissed before and they flirted before. They are both obsessed with this fame and they are meant for each other. And I think Austin will recycle chicks on Bravo until the day he dies, if he could.
Would you like to follow him around with a little hidden camera at BravoCon and see how many of the Bravo celebrities he hooks up with?
No, but
Even
I'd
if
love
that
to
means
watch
just
Shep
kiss
and
them.
Bryn.
Who?
I'd pay for a front row seat to watch Shep and Bryn go at it.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. Or it could be Austen.
No.
You don't think so? Austen with Bryn? No, you think Shep and Bryn.
Shep and Bryn first, and then Austen will go after her.
Oh,
second.
he always takes the sloppy seconds, doesn't he? Well, you know what the problem with this episode was?
What?
It was to be continued. Don't you think we're kind of like getting over the to be continued? Because last week's episode was to be continued also. Is this what they're gonna do every episode, to be continued? Because I mean, it's a continuation anyways. It's almost redundant.
I mean, the whole series is to be continued.
That's what I'm saying. But last week when Olivia and Taylor were leaving the coffee shop, it said to be continued. And then this week, the end was as Shep and Austen is sitting down to talk and define hooking up, to be continued.
And so I posted something on TikTok and someone was like, they filmed this before Scandival broke. Because I was like, oh my God, this is just so reminiscent.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But what I'm telling you is it's not that I know that they filmed it before Scandival broke. What I'm saying is Bravo in the edit room is trying to make this a like Scandival. The same way.
To make every show.
But this is like the younger people where they really can manipulate the relationships. And Summer House is going to do the same thing with Carl breaking the engagement to Lindsay.
Totally.
Trust, they're going to try to manipulate this because they saw how the ratings went nuts. The reason why the ratings went nuts was because it wasn't planned.
Right. And they're going to, and I felt the same thing. If you watch the trailer with Beverly Hills, that they were trying to capitalize on a
scandal.
What's the last name?
Divorce.
Moransky. Is it Moransky?
Umansky.
Yeah. I think they were trying to hit on this also, but I think that could have also been filmed before it happened. So I don't know. We're going to have to find out the timeline of when Beverly Hills.
Bravo is editing it that way.
Yeah.
It can do so much with the footage, like so much. So that's what the thing is that, and that's smart. I'm not saying it's not smart.
Right.
I just think that like, it's just, I hope that we don't see too many fabricated things.
Yeah. Storylines
I'm okay with Bravo doing it in the editing room. I'm not okay if I start to see the people start to do it themselves thinking that way.
Yeah. Did I mention I watched Dancing with the Stars already?
Yeah, you did. But
okay. I just wanted to make
it's also past 9, so you're getting a little sleepy.
No, I know that. And I want to say that I saw follow us on Instagram at Art and Andrew, because I post all kinds of things all day long. And this week, Kyle was picking up her girlfriend.
Oh, I saw it. She went on the hike. But also she went on the hike. There are paparazzi photos of her crying.
Yeah. And so I just want to say, though, that she did pick her up at the airport. And if you want to be seen in life, go to LAX, because there's paparazzi every time you arrive.
Yeah. And isn't that interesting? Right after Mauricio confirmed.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. It's so planned. But the great thing about LAX is that when you walk outside the terminal and there's paparazzi, oh, you're here for me? And they just look like, no, you're no one.
I wonder if the story is going to break. Taylor Armstrong and Kyle Richards rumored to have an affair.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Back in the day, season 2.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
wouldn't that be good though?
I'm not putting rumors. I'm not putting up the rumors. The rumors. Don't talk about the
husbands.
Anyhow, love you guys. Follow us, comment us, like us. We'll see you soon. Bye.